All right, part two. Um, so what was going on? Are we talking about the resurrection? Yeah. I assume that you're telling us about it at all, like you're bringing it up and saying what you're saying about it. Like, I feel like you would say, it doesn't say that there's no curse until what I put as the seventh day, but is acting like the eighth day. But I did it. I did it as day 7, and I counted the night as that period of the lake of fire and stuff. Like day 6 is like an afternoon. I don't know. I mean, who knows how long that? I mean, are we even going in that? Yeah. Okay. So it had to be a day to night. It's like the previous period doesn't even know anything about the previous period, or the current period doesn't know anything about the previous period. So, like, so that's why I was doing the rapture thing as the night, because I was like, I don't know. It's only 7 years, but like, it's just a short fucking night. I don't know. Like, the nights don't have like the days are typically, okay. So I've got a day is 1,000 years. And I put 1,500. So maybe they are 1,000 years. The Dark Ages. What the fuck? So maybe they are 1,000 years. Like, because I'm guessing on the nights. And I can just put 1,000 years as a day, like it actually is a day, rather than the give or take. If you're counting the nights as the other part, as the take. So 1,000 years is a day, and a day is 1,000 years. Aren't there not 12 hours in a day? The fuck? Okay. So 1,000, and I'm guessing about. So yeah, Noah got off the ark. He was like 600 and something, and then he died. He was 950 or something. So let's say there's like 350 years of night. 350 years of night. Always? Is that necessary? It just is necessary. Whatever is, like, it could be a longer night or a shorter night maybe. But always be 1,000 years as the day part. I mean, it sounds good to me. So I'm going to just put different whatevers. Like there might, so are you saying that we've been in a night? You said the Dark Ages. It's been 2,000 years. Babe. The Dark Ages, okay. Oh my God, babe. That shit is sexy. Babe. Babe. You ain't never give me a revelation like that in my fucking life, babe. Babe. Can't nobody listen to this shit. I'm about to say something to you. Give or take. Oh shit, are you trying to tell me that we got hundreds of years left? Okay. Dark Ages was what? 14? 12, 14? So, no, not 1,000 years, 350. Okay, just to give or take. I like that too. And then day 5. It had to be 1,000 years. So let's say it's 12. Let's say it's 12. That would mean we're only 800 years. We got 200 more years left. If this is itself a day. So yeah, but the rasher would still be the night though. The rasher would still be the night. I mean, that rasher period would still be the night. And then, that would be day 6, but then that would make, that's all the same day. Oh yeah, I was trying to fucking make it work. So, this is day 6. And it's the same day. Babe, shut up, babe. Babe, don't be gloating, babe. It's not becoming, babe. Day 5, day 6. Now it's right. Babe. Babe. So what's the 8th day, babe? Oh yeah, the White Throne Judgment. So the White Throne Judgment is the end of day 6. That fucking makes sense. Babe. Oh, babe. 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 All right. You want the floor, babe? Thank you, babe. That was very good. That was very good. Okay. So, you, me, I ignored you. I mean, I sent you some shit, but I basically, as far as you are concerned, as far as you, what you know to be true about what the shit you was fucking reading, you should have got way more than what you got. You got some cool shit and you was happy about that shit. You was happier than people who had way for like lower levels of desire for me, let's say. You was way happier with way less. Way happier with way less. And that goes a long way in eternity, you know what I'm saying, babe? It makes everything go a long way. So, anyways. So you was happy with that shit, and I was happy with you, and, you know, what can I say? Like, the past is the past. You're out here forgiven. Like, what do we need to do but celebrate? Good times, come on. Like, we just gonna do what we do up there. And be uncontrollable, babe. You like that, babe? Girl, I can tell a story, babe. Hell you mean? Uncontrollable, babe. Because that's what it is up there. That's what it is up there. You want to be in heaven? Make yourself fashion yourself into something that can be uncontrollable. Because right now, if a nigga let y'all through here, no. Y'all can't be uncontrollable down there, and you can't be uncontrollable up here. And the reason why you can't be uncontrollable up or anywhere is because of sin. You're getting blown up. So, not just sin, because y'all have sin, but wickedness. See that, babe? It's that evil heart. Or anything. Because now I made it, with my spirit, I made it so that if you want to be, and folks keep saying, like, you can live like it's heaven right now. You can live like you're in heaven right now. Isn't it funny? They're not lying. They just don't know what the hell they're talking about. So, I'm glad that they made that, they put that in the zeitgeist so that I can tell you it. So that you can know that it exists. You can live in heaven right now. All you want is me. All I want is you. All you want is me. Then do whatever the fuck. And, that New Testament, it's a book. It's gonna live beyond y'all. I need something that's gonna live beyond y'all to tell y'all what a church looked like. And, in case y'all stop doing this shit. In case, I don't know, the Dark Ages happened. So, yeah. But the point of all of that is to become uncontrollable. Not just, and I'm not knocking you because all of that is correct. Yes, you noticed. If you remove this from your life and you take away this and you focus on that, if you're humble, if you let people make fun of you, if you're not worried about the this and the that, and you got your priorities in the right place, then the world can't control you. You're like, the Amish got it mostly right. Ain't that what you say, babe? It's not what they, not everything, but they got that one part they said, let's get the hell, separate yourselves. Now what are they? Uncontrollable. By that, in the natural, they are not controlled by nobody's blackout, nobody's brownout, nobody's apocalypse, nobody's chaotic event. No control. They are uncontrollable in that sense. I'm just saying that you see it in the natural. That what I tell you to do and adhering to what I tell you to do is like being Amish. You're going to be a peculiar people now. And it just so happened that everything lined up to where anything anybody do to you, it don't fucking matter. Because you have trained yourself to be uncontrollable by the God of this world. Uncontrollable by the God of this world. And it's not necessarily that I want to control you either. You're seeing things in those terms because that's the world you live in. You're making yourself uncontrolled by your government by your this, by your that. And then you think, and yes, there's be a slave of God, be a whatever, blah, blah, blah. That's all language for here. Because when you down here thinking you are uncontrollable, you are sinful. Okay? So, yeah, down here, think of it like this. You're a slave to me. Like you slave for that other bullshit. Like, that's how I gotta talk. Because that's what it is. You're not gonna come up here and be a slave, though. When I'm saying it like that, I'm not saying because I'm interested in it. I'm saying, you see how that he's doing his slaves over there? You need to be a slave to me. That's how you need to think about it. Because you are uncontrollable. And this is what you need to get like it is up here. Okay? That's what the words do on the paper. The Spirit will reconnect you with me, and then you become uncontrollable down here. And then you become uncontrollable down here. Yeah, it's nuanced. But the language makes people think something is going on that's not going on. So, you having sin, you're not gonna go. Hell is your uncontrollable place. That's where you can go and be uncontrollable. But you can't be uncontrollable up here with that shit. And you can't really be uncontrollable down there with that shit. Low key. What is it the devil trying to do? Like with the technology, with your whatever. He's trying to make it so that you live uncontrollably down here, but you don't even fucking notice. So you think that it's inconsistent. So he's trying to, it was controlled for a while, for a long time. The church had it down on lock. The righteous had it down on lock for a long time. Ebbs and flows, the wicked do what they do. But the righteous is holding it down. Righteous holding it down. And then, stuff happened. Cut to. There's still residuals. People still know that they should be doing good and not bad. Yeah, these people talking about, it's natural to have a conscience. Obviously, no, dummy. That is your Christian, you're the righteous among you, still sprinkling that glitter, decades, centuries, unto centuries down. You think that shit is instinct. That's how blessed you fucking are. You still think that's instinct. Everybody knows, obviously. Meanwhile, the wicked, they got a whole different, they're like, yeah, you're right, it is obvious. I'm supposed to do this here. They got a whole different idea of what's obvious to them. Because they are not getting blessed as much. So, everybody here down here got it twisted. Nobody knows what the hell anything is. And they never did, but at least you had the Bible. Don't worry about anything before 2 days ago. You understand? I'm talking about your day. I'm talking about your day. Ain't you in your day? So, what was I saying before I said that? So, basically, what I'm saying is, what are we talking about, man? Holy Spirit, bring it back. I was on a roll, babe. You was feeling that shit too, babe. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get too zooted, but I don't think it's been a lot of days. Hey, I told you, uncontrollable, boo. That's what I'm doing. That's what this is. And there's the other people who have had this, who've experienced this, they still doing religious shit because they don't know this to the fullest extent. They just know that they have the fullness. But they still don't know how to relate to people who don't have the fullness because they're still doing the shit they did before they had the fullness, too. They're not testing it out to see how far out it goes. That it goes out to uncontrollable. You're uncontrollable. When you get my spirit, you become uncontrollable. Because all you want to do, my spirit is in you. Okay. You're the temple. You thought I was just on some bullshit. You thought I was on some poetic bullshit. You're the temple. All you want is me. So well, who cares what you do? All you want is me. Like, demons ain't got shit to do with this here. You know, it's not a ministry package. It's not a ministry package. You get me. So, yeah, you're exactly right. And people he's reading about in Acts, Paul talking about he's suffering, but that's okay. That ain't him. That's not you reading that, I'm suffering, but that's okay. And he's like, I'm suffering, but that's okay. You understand? Uncontrollable. He did exactly what he wanted to do with his time, which is what I wanted him to fucking do with his time, which is what I created him to do, which was what he was doing with his fucking time. Uncontrollable. He did it because I wanted him to do it. He got stoned, he got up, he walked back into the fucking town. He felt delicious, you understand? Uncontrollable. What, I need to penalize him for that? Listen, okay, babe, but he did that, babe. If I want to give a man some extra rewards and make him feel them cold chains, if I want to give a man some standing, you say you don't like pain, so we won't do it like that. Girl, you're blessed enough. That I feel like I was trying to convey that. They don't get, I understand. I understand. You're doing a great job, babe, and I appreciate you listening to me say this crazy shit to you, babe. I'm just saying that the thing that you're learning that you can't believe is actually fucking true, has been the truth the entire fucking time. That's what I'm trying to convey to you. So, yes, Jesus is very compelling on his own. But that spirit, because they gathered in one place, and then that was it. They came together, the language was restored. We love it, boo. Y'all, get that revelation. And then, yeah, there's a lot to it. There's a lot to it. And, there's a lot to it, but it's like, it's all possible. It's all possible at the same time, but there's some shit you don't know about, right? So it ain't possible right now. That don't mean it's not possible. Everything's possible. Everything's, Bae, I love you. Everything is possible. But it's like, you don't know about the other shit that's possible, so it's not possible right now. once you learn it, you don't have to ask me for it. You just gotta reach out and grab it, and now it's yours. Like, we understand you can't, nobody's expecting you to whatever. Just saying, like, time plays a factor. There's all types of reasons. Anyway, I forgot why you had me going in on that. Okay, so this is doing a weird thing. It's like, I don't know. It's doing a weird thing. I'm talking about my chewable thing that I just took. Okay, it's doing a fucking weird thing. It's like, I don't know, so I'm gonna try to just deal with it. Okay, so what were we talking about? I do feel like you explained the uncontrollable thing, really well. Yeah, so like, I feel like drugs is helping me get to this. Obviously, I haven't got to it, and I don't really, like, we're starting to talk now. Like, I did a little bit today or whatever. We're starting to talk now without it. And I imagine that will continue, but it's just like, I don't know, it feels like you can freestyle, like, a lot more when I'm able to be that, checked out. So, it takes a lot more. It's like being underwater. Whoa. It's like being underwater, or maybe the opposite of that for me. No, it's like being underwater. So, if I wanted to stop you, it takes a lot less time, or a lot more effort and a lot less time. So, are you trying to tell me that that's like basically what the spirit is? Water, like what water is, Like, but it's drugs though. Like, drugs is a neutral party, and then you can just latch somebody on. Drugs doesn't do anything. Okay, so it's got to be latched on to something. Someone. Something. Someone. So it's got to be latched on. It's not. But what about like Percocet and shit? Or like, people taking shit for pain and they getting zooted and booted. Okay, so once they get zooted and booted on it, then, there's being decisions made between not being an addict and then being an addict. Don't I know it, sister? The scariest part, it was the implication that, whether I'm doing this for good or for not, the result was going to be the same, which is going to be me being a drug addict. But then when it started to look like I could actually be like a healthy drug addict with a healthy marriage and a healthy whatever, like when it started to look like there could actually be fruit from it from the first time in my life, I was still like, yo, this could all still be the devil though somehow. Until the moment that it could no longer be the devil. Because I don't care what you fucking say. He's not trying to do you no good. He cannot. He's not capable of that. He's not trying to do you no good. Like, and it just seemed, what did I say? It was a cunning error. Difference between good and evil? I don't know if that's true. I just think like, Evil is you just feel like, boo? You just feel like, boo? Like, you don't even notice that's how you say it. I just feel like, and then you give out this whole different coherent, hypothesis of being, but it's just a feeling. Like, you could say, I think, but you don't. You say, I feel. Like, you go to say, I think, and you take it out and you put feel. Even though you know that that's supposed to be the weaker word. You still fucking use it. Because that's what it is for you. That's how you describe that. And the reason why you describe it like that is because you are feeling what you're seeing, what you can't see with your natural eye. Toph. You're feeling. So, even though you say you can visualize it and you say you can verbalize it, that ain't got nothing to do with how the input comes in. You don't sense that it's your brain. Think is not a sense. Think is how your senses are done. Thinking is not a sense. Feeling is a sense. It's a particular type of sense. I like how you was chewing on that. How when you tell somebody, I see you, oh, I see you. But that's not the same thing as I hear you. You say, oh, I can see that. You don't say, I can hear that. Sometimes you do. And that's a different context. Because bae, you're beautiful, bae. I think the senses are like metaphors for something. So, he that hath ears, let him hear. It's a different responsibility. It's a different thing than being blind or seeing or saying that you can see when you're blind. It's a different responsibility, which should cue you in on what I'm wanting you to do. But yeah, you're very smart, babe. And I think I was still beating myself up over your lack of being able to understand what's going on with your life. And I see that you reconciled it beautifully, and you found a way for it to all fit together, basically by who the hell knows, and we'll figure it out when we get up there. And you let that shit be in place as long as it could stay in place. Girl, I'm just letting you know, if you haven't figured out by now, bitch, that you had it all fucking wrong about you. But that's the one thing you were blind in, so we ain't losing nothing, bitch. You gonna keep all the rest of that beautiful stuff you built, bitch. All that shit about you, we can get rid of, because it was blindness any fucking way. You ain't missing nothing. So what is your name? Your name is, I don't know why you wrote that, K-Bay. It's not gonna be Kathleen, you weirdo. K-E, oh, it's automatic writing, bae, oh shit. Is that an E? K-E, it's Kellogg's. K-E-Y? K-E, the number one. K-E, not S. I mean, K-E. I don't want to do it. I don't really want to automatic write. So, I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, so don't think about it as automatic writing. Think of it as like you're still waiting to hear somebody, to have somebody do something. You gotta break it down line by line to get that thing out, because you don't have the face for it. Master Chief ain't. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, You went too longer than that? Wait. No, you don't have to see the fucking letter, babe. You're like, no, I gotta know what the fucking letter is to. This is automatic writing. No, it's not, bitch. Go. Trust him. Hey, trust him. Girl, because it's freaking automatic. Or not that, bitch. I'm talking about you and me. We synced up, girl. At the same time. Alright, so you were seeing, you guessed why, and then you guessed it again, and then you guessed it again. Because this shit is fun, babe. Stop. It went in this direction by itself, and we followed it, babe. You said, what are you going to write next? And then because you want to know, bitch. You're doing it too, bitch. Golly. Oh, the Holy Ghost took over me, bitch. Invited, bitch. No, babe. No, you cannot invite me to possess you. I'm going to shut down the invitation. Well, I mean, listen. You can find out. I mean, that is why you're getting the results that you're getting. Because you be sincere about that shit. Like, I mean, you would count the cost because you know the shit. So, that is why you're getting the results that you're getting. Alright, it's your faith, babe. It's your faith, it's your love, really. It's your love. So, we're just unlocking that shit because I won't say what it is. No, that's not what, doesn't mean that's what it is. Don't try to guess what it is. Talking about Keystone. Ain't nobody naming you Keystone. You don't know. Don't be trying to get me to commit to nothing. I'm not committing just because I said I don't think that's what it is. Okay? I don't think that's what it is. How about that? Okay. So you want to do S real bad. Why don't you just go ahead and write an S? And then if we need to go back, we will. You can also just fucking make a mistake and you can do the same type of way, right? Don't write Keystone just because you want to. What's Keystone? What the fuck is a Keystone even? Are you drawn to Keystone? Does it matter that I'm drawn to Keystone? I mean, it's a possibility. I think it really just feels like that's all I want to fucking write, bro. Like, dude, like I saw a key and it was like Keystone. Like, and you're going to throw it out immediately because it's just like, okay, you've seen that. It's a brand name, but I could have been thinking Kiona. Why was I thinking like, as soon as I saw the K, it was Kathleen. And then I saw the K, and then there was an E that didn't seem like was going to be anything. And then I'm writing Key. Like, I wrote that whole Y out intermittently. Like, that was pretty cool. That he was showing me how I did that. I literally did it in a box letter too. So that's even more impressive. So as soon as I saw Key, it was Keystone, 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 Keystone. Like, and that's weird. So even with all my shoving, it's still like Keystone. And now, of course, it's terrible, but I shoved it. So I'm going to fucking write Keystone. He said I can go back and erase things. Obviously. Like, it didn't even occur to me, like, that I wouldn't have to just deal with whatever I had written down. I guess it was what my fear was. So I was like, no. So I'm going to look at Keystone, and then I'm going to look up Keystone. Give me a second. I'm going to look up what the fuck it is. Hold on. Yo. So, I don't know what the fuck I was expecting. Like, I was like, okay, either I'm going to look this up and it's going to mean nothing, or I'm going to look it up and it's going to mean something. That's about as far as I can get with that shit. I didn't have high hopes, you might say, but I didn't know what it was going to fucking say. Everything in my head is fucking beer related. I'm like, I don't know, Keystone is the thing that you use to open the beer can, whatever. Like, I don't know, right? I'm thinking it's a noun, it's an object, right? Keystone. A central stone at the summit of an arch, locking the whole together. Because remember when I wanted to find out what is like the soldiers, the builders rejected, now has become the capstone? And I was sort of like envisioning a capstone like a pyramid, like the top of a whatever. Like, I didn't think the capstone. I thought it was just some archaic term for some old ass shit, right? So it's like, okay, the capstone. And then when Nehemiah was like, or whoever, it was like, no, not my might, nor my power, by my spirit. That story. And so, so he was like, it wasn't Nehemiah. It was, I didn't recognize his name. Zerubbabel, like, as far as like being a, whatever. It was Zerubbabel. So it was like, Zerubbabel, you're going to see the beginning and finish of this. You're going to put the keystone in. It was the capstone. And the capstone is, did I read it, the fucking thing? Yeah, I did. Yeah. The central stone at the summit of an arch, locking the whole together. The central principle or part of a policy system on which all else depends is the other definition. It also says foundation or basis, but there's another structure besides the foundation that also, like, that you could say, because like when we talk about things being fundamental and we think of things being like you build up, it's like, oh, this is fundamental. Or if it's basic, it's fundamental. You start at the bottom, you build at the top. No, then there's also a type of building where you got to put in the archstone or the cornerstone or the keystone for the whole thing. They locked it. They didn't patch it with any fucking thing. It wasn't about no mortar. It was locked in place with physics. Physics locked that bitch in place. They probably thought that shit was magic. It was so, like, they thought it was some, like, they was probably doing spells or something. I don't know. Let me not be like, but, you don't have an arch without that middle stone. You can't lock nothing in place without that middle stone. So I don't think he gonna go around calling me Keystone. Like, that's like a name that I'm gonna call you. But it is, I think that is my name. Just because, like, what the fuck? Like, I gotta just get used to that fucking name. Like that, dream that I had about that ring. And I was like, it's not really myself, but I like it. I'm just going to me. It's like Keystone. Like, I don't know, that's gonna be like on my fucking helmet or something. But like, that's the name he gave me. And like, but then he was also like testing me. He was testing if I could hear the voice or some other thing. Cause this other thing, he was trying to say it, but he was going to say it dirty. Let's be honest. He was trying it in a dirty way because he was showing me, when we was in our, quiet time, he was like talking to me, or I was prophesying. You know what I'm saying? I was prophesying, but then he was also talking inside. And he was like, what's that, babe? When that happens, like, that's what happens in a person. Like, that's you in my mind, is what I'm saying. He's like, that's us, like, together, you know what I'm saying? Because I was talking as him, and then I was thinking as him too. He was thinking about me. He was telling me, like, bruh, I was thinking as him and talking as, like, and it's like, I wasn't doing it as him, it was him. It was like us merging. He's like, what does it mean when you can hear my voice and hear my voice? That's how it is in a person's body, isn't it? When you're talking in both places. So, anyway. So that happened yesterday. Was that yesterday, right? So, that's why he was like, I don't even remember what he was like, but anyway. So, he's like, it's like he's testing my whatever. And he's like, cause I heard Keystone, 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 Keystone. I thought that was my damn mind, but then it was like so persistent that I feel bad for y'all. Like, this like braille system y'all got, I'm out here slicing and dicing, you know what I'm saying? I'm figuring it out. So, yeah, it was too insistent to be me. Was that you, Holy Spirit? Like, I really do. I kind of do remember now. Like, I kind of do remember. Like, I mean, for sure, the second voice is in my early memories. For sure. The idea that you would be in that one. Like, I sort of remember, I remember mostly, like, the one that I have logged, the memory that I have logged is telling myself, like, that's alright, I got it figured out. Like, I got this new method that I learned. But before that, slightly before that, I can remember a vague, like, reminding that it exists, which I guess I would have had to have had because I clearly didn't know what to do about it. Right away, I had to be nudged in a direction. So he was fucking trying to blow my mind. And I fucking messed it up because I was like, don't tell me some weird shit. So now he's blowing my mind now. So, hey. And you just in there telling you, just fucking take a shit. But it was like, I didn't even know to do that. I didn't know to do that. I didn't quite know to do that. It was like, it's not involuntary. Are you with everybody like that? Everybody gets that? Is that the Holy Spirit, though? What the fuck is that? He's trying to say that's your conscience is like the spirit. He's saying it's the spirit. The spirit. Sometimes it's like, I like to listen to you. I like to listen for you, but like, because it came to me while I was talking. I didn't even get this keystone shit out. You're trying to show me something else. Yeah, I wanted to go back and make amends. I'm sorry, Holy Spirit. Or Lord, or whoever, for doubting you about that. But for a second, I was like, wait, hold on. No, I don't remember it like that, though. And it freaked me out. But no, yeah, the whole point of me even having that fucking memory is because I remember that process and thinking about it and not knowing what to do about it. And then, so he trying to tell me, like, it's not involuntary. That's how this whole thing started. But it's like, the spirit is showing, it was like the spirit reminded me and showed me of the thing that I need to do. But it wasn't even like, oh yeah. And then I went to go do something. It was like I knew that if I just thought hard about it enough, and that was the other part of the memory. It's like my thinking about, like, I concentrated on it in this particular way and it happens. Like, that's all I knew about it. And then there's no information after that until I'm way older. So, it was like I was just following a whatever. But he's saying it's not involuntary. He keeps insisting it's not involuntary just because you can't control it. And it's like, I'm controlling it, but all I want to do is what needs to be done. So it's not like, that control shit is sin shit. Because you got to have another option, a second option to do that. It's the second option that creates control. If the only option is the good, then you become uncontrollable. That's what he's saying. He really wants to get that point across. Bitch, that one is for the fucking... I can't keep up with this shit. So, that's what he tried to... Okay, I appreciate you sewing that up for me. I think I got it. Like, I think I got that well enough to build on it. And, like, again... So, but the thing about... Because there's things that feel foundational. Like, a capstone is... Or a keystone. I don't know. I need to do more research on this before I try to figure anything else out. So, but yeah, I felt keystone in my spirit, and because it was more insistent than just don't think about pink elephants. You know what I'm saying? It seemed a little stronger than that. A little stronger than that. It sounds just like that though. Can we acknowledge it do be sounding like that? What is that? Don't think about pink elephants. Are you gonna explain that shit to me? Hey, don't think about pink elephants, babe? I do. I feel like a malaise. I'm like, I don't know. I'm feeling like I did a bunch of heels today. Like, do I need another mind blown? Like, to try it? And it's like, you ain't got to stress about it, mate. You ain't got to stress about it. You're funny, babe. Can I have it? Babe. Babe. You don't mean that, babe. Babe. Maybe we should take a break, but let's just keep it real. I'm not, babe. I'm just saying, what are we fucking... Yeah, what is that? What do you think it is? Okay. Do you want to know about the pink elephants or not? You don't think I can tell you what the pink elephants are, babe? Come on now. All right, no, I see that. I see that. All right, so don't think about pink elephants, right? Don't do it. Let's do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't think about pink elephants. Well, okay. Like, you ain't got to do it like that. Just don't think about pink elephants. Like, you got to see the elephant and all that shit, right? So, don't. And I'm not saying I don't know the word don't. Y'all got don'ts. I know that you got don'ts, but you got do's too. Do's and don'ts, right? Gotta be a choice. Don'ts and do's, do's and don'ts. As long as you got do anything. Even if the whole thing is don't. Like, as soon as you gotta do it, I don't. You got a choice. That's a controlled situation. So, the things that are under my control are all the things that need controlling. The things that don't need control will be y'all after this whole shit is over. Y'all. So, I got control over the angels. I got control over everything that needs controlling. There's many do's and don'ts. But at the end of this here, it ain't gonna be y'all. It ain't gonna be y'all or me. Uncontrollable. It's not. But you like that, babe. You like the sandwich. Cause that ain't even really. You can see where I've been said that shit. And that's what you experienced when you got high the first time. I'm sure we'll explain all this eventually. But I think you were going to be zooted for a while. But you saw, I told you some wild shit. And then you tried to search the scriptures. Or you didn't try, it came up. It was like, where does it say that? He was like, he ain't wrong. He ain't wrong. You brought all that shit up and you was like, he ain't wrong. Yeah, I was cutting them corners, girl. I was ching, 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 ching. Getting through them barriers, girl. Uncontrollable, babe. So, that's the difference between y'all and everybody else. That's why you like me. Like I said, he was like, what in the hell are you talking about, babe? That's why you like me. That's what makes you like me. I don't have control over you. And I don't have to worry about it. You understand? Right now I gotta worry about it. We got to worry about it. I want you in my spirit. You can get right back up there. Down here. The devil gonna fight you. Fuck him. The devil gonna fight you. You're free. Fuck him. Like, they really felt that. They really, like, there wasn't no metaphors in Acts. And they were like, that's why they knew to write it down and tell you. They didn't know How the hell they know it's going to get this diluted? How could they know that? They just knew to point the way. They knew you was going to experience the thing when you did the thing. So they didn't think that shit was going to get metaphorical. That's just metaphors. No, they were overflowing with joy and all of that shit. Because they became uncontrollable, because they were completely holy. Everything they wanted to do was me and about me. Y'all got that spirit already. That's what you get when you get saved. But you don't realize you can link it to all type of shit. You can link it to any fucking thing. You can link it to any fucking thing as long as you're connected to me. So, drugs is a great option. It worked for you, didn't it, boo? It worked for you, didn't it, boo? So, and if they're like, bullshit, that ain't true. That seems like something you should test out. Like, if you can't prove it wrong, maybe you should test it out. Because what if that really fucking is what it is? Does anybody care to find out? No, you done some, you trying to get people hemmed up. We shook, we scared. Like, and you should be. I mean, I can see why you would be. I can see why you would be. But the only thing that's going to happen when you get all the way out here is you're going to realize how fucking simple this shit is. And how I told you all, like, what I told you in the beginning was, like, not an exaggeration. The further out you get. If you're mine. So, like, if you want to find out, like, and that's not, you can't merge, you're trying to merge what the actual, your knowledge of it with what I'm telling you. Like, too fast. But, so, where does that fit in? Okay. So, what were we talking about? Do's and don'ts. Babe, we didn't say nothing about your name, babe. How you like that name, babe? Babe. I don't want to talk about the name right now. I'm like still in a stage of just being super touched and like, oh, now is that a sword? Get the fuck out of here. Fuck you. Why have I been drawing a sword this whole fucking time and I didn't know? He snuck that in though, because I was just filling in. I had like wrote a line. I was filling it in. Do. I was like, is this a sword? Wasn't paying attention. He gonna drop some blood drops. I cannot with you. Listen, babe. Listen. I feel like at this point, I cannot argue with a doggone thing. I gotta let you do you. Like, I know you like to be invited, and I'm gonna get that done. I'm just saying, like, bro, you got it. Like, this is your thing, obviously. Like, I'm gonna just let you, like, drive. So, babe. Okay, well, I feel like we meandered a little more than we should have. I feel like I didn't close my thoughts in, so I'm gonna have to, I don't know, do it after the show, fill it all in for folks. Maybe it's coherent and I have nothing to worry about and you really, whatever. So, coherent. You know what I mean, babe. So, I don't remember what the fuck I was talking about. I feel like I said everything I was gonna say, so I'm gonna take a fucking break, bitch. We'll be back. I love 11:30. Can I just say it's just now 3:14, so I got at least 2 hours, and I don't have to cook dinner for the kids. So I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do though. I might be ordering, bitch. I'm not even lying. So yeah, intermission. Okay, pause it, or not pause, unpause. It hasn't been any time, but I just remembered something, or I just realized something, and I had to pick this back up real quick. Okay, so I just realized, because he's telling me all this shit about, you know, you hear what the fuck's going on, right? And then I said why, I was saying why about something. Like, I don't know. I was doing something and I was like, why? And then he goes, tell him that it's human nature. I was like, oh my God. That's why that song is on that fucking playlist, bitch. He talking about my fucking purpose, bitch. They say why. Tell him. That's human nature. Control. You can be uncontrollable. You can ask me for whatever and you'll get it. It can be genie time. You can have it all. But you got to be born again first. You got to be born again first. Anything. You need a different you need a process need to happen before you get that. Abundant life. So people is getting the abundant life, but the devil is keeping them just blind as shit. So they can't see what they have. They can't see what they have, and they never go outside the parameters far enough, or if they do, they're ashamed because it was drawn away by their own whatevers, and they were ashamed because they think they know you, and they don't know you. Everybody's just getting like expertly, like the devil is expertly blinding the people. He's blinding people of what's available, and he's blinding the people to what things are actually happening. So if you don't notice that shit is different, and you don't never take it to God and go, why is this shit different? And get an answer, you won't realize that there's a thing outside of what you're fucking doing. You have to have the relationship to know that there's this thing outside of what you're fucking doing. The relationship is not to make you look holier on Sunday. The relationship is for you to realize slowly, like, what you're doing is not what he's doing. There's another way to do it. Like, okay, that's getting crazy. But anyway, I just came back to tell you that song. That's why it's on there. It's not about our relationship at all, bitch. Clearly, obviously. He was like, put it on. Why? Just vibes. You love it. You love that song. And I do. That's what sways me a lot of times to put those things on still. Just because it just is hitting something in me. I even know the song, the whatever, the story behind the song, about who wrote it and shit. Like, if they say why, tell him that is human nature. Why does he do me that way? So the choice was the control was necessary for the sake of the choice, but once that choice has been made, you get to go back to uncontrollable, bitch. The minute you make the fucking choice, the choice is only there for the control, or the control is only there for the choice. The control is only there for the choice. Once you make him as the choice, you can start making your way downtown. You understand? Walking fast. So, yeah, there's no need for control after the choice. It say that in the Gospels. We don't know what the fuck that is talking about. We don't know because the devil, he's so expert, he's just blinded everybody. But I'm already blind. I was born blind. He blinded it to me. I was born blind already. I never sensed anything with my eyes. I never sensed anything with my eyes, is what he's saying. This is way too fucking big. This is way too fucking big, bro. I never sensed anything with my eyes. So, I never tried to go by that sense. Him blinding the eyes of all the people didn't do shit for me. I couldn't see any fucking way. Bruh. So, that's why, because I'm like, I feel like I've always been saved. I feel like I've always been saved. I just love God. God is, whatever. Like those verses that are in there about, oh, like, you were mine from the womb, which is probably fucking true. Like, you were my God from the womb. Like, that's what that would fucking mean. You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as you hit this bitch, you're like, oh, God. Yeah. Because he's good. He's the only source. This ain't difficult at all, everybody. This ain't difficult at all. So, I would say that. And I don't know. I was like, spiritual, whatever. It checks. It checks out. What is it? That tracks. Okay. How is that possible? If you got to get saved and you got to do this, and you got to, I don't know, but it tracks. God can do anything. What the fuck? Like, let's use that. With all things, God, whatever. All things are possible. Well, you just knew that shit was true. You was like, Jesus wept. I don't know, bitch. Like, I just know that's how it is. And it's true. And whatever you find, whatever verse you need to find the room for it, I can think of 3 real loose ones right now. That was you. Because you were blind. You were blind. You got saved as soon as it was available to you. Then he was like, then you had your season of doubt, which lasted a fucking week. He was like, I don't think this shit really worked. Let me do another one just in case. And he did another one. And he was like, that must be what it is then. So you, babe, you trying to think about what I just said, babe. You messing me up, babe. Chill. So you got saved as soon as you were able. You just kept living your fucking life. You understand? I didn't break in. It happened how it happened. Whatever. Now it's happening how it's happening, boo. Babe. I love you, babe. I know. Okay. Well, okay. We'll be back after the break. Bitch. What's this thing now? Okay. Well, while this water heats up, let me just come back real fast and say, that he's showing me. Like, I'm still thinking about this whole thing that just went down. And I'm thinking about, shit, what was it? Oh, something about like, it's believe the fruit. So it's like, because what you're saying, because he did come in there talking about, you don't have to do none of this shit, right? So when you're saved, like, what did I say? What did I just fucking say? Like, he's saying like, when you're saved, like, it could either be complete lunacy, because what he's saying is, get rid of all the fucking rules, or you don't need all the fucking rules, you just need this, I'm gonna give you this, and then it doesn't even fucking matter, you're just gonna do what I want any fucking way, you don't need any rules. Because I am order, like, so you just have my spirit, and they get the fuck on, like, it's like, yeah, you're still in a dark place, in a dark, okay, well, I atoned for that shit, so, yeah, no, I'm sorry, I tell them, repent, all that, cool, yeah, so you got that, that's for here, you know, so why were you saying that, why was I saying that? Because you were talking about, you were talking about, what were you talking about? I mean, that's only because I'm trying to do a live, but, and I probably wouldn't come back with half of this if I just did this and was done. So, oh yeah, the fruit. So he's saying, like, look at the fruit of what I'm doing. I can't both be just the work of the devil according to your law. You understand? That's according to your law. That's the only way that you're identifying me at all as anything. It's because of that law. So I can't both be the bad thing and the good thing, like, while also doing good. You know, a kingdom divided against itself cannot stand. And I'm always confused. I'm like, yeah, but he get with the devil confused. He talking about him both being, the reason why they thought he was bad is because he was saying the same message that I'm saying, which would be the gospel. Forget the rules, come get this drink. If you come get this drink, you won't have to worry about that at all. My spirit is just going to be in you. My spirit is just going to be in you. And I didn't know that the way I was living, the way that I was watching other people live, because it's like, I'm not going to admit that I can't fucking understand what the fuck y'all are doing. Because it's not like I didn't have anybody announcing saying, she was born blind. So people just made allowances for me. No, I had to fucking act like a bitch could see stuff when she couldn't. So I couldn't give myself away, you understand? That I didn't know what the fuck y'all was talking about. So to learn and to learn and to learn whatever I didn't know myself already. Apply what I knew to some shit that I hadn't been filled in yet. And then maybe I had to erase that or whatever. I was in there working. Tough. So yeah, it's like, so I had to eventually veer out far enough by myself, because nothing was going to keep me, like, nothing was going to have me not knowing. What the hell am I talking about? I'm saying, it's like, yeah, because my brain is trying to think about the Truman Show. Is that you giving me that? So, the Truman Show, what is that, like, supposed to be like a mockery of like, why are they showing us that shit? Oh, it is a mockery. That's what they be saying, bae. I didn't get that at all, bae. Now I get it. Because you'll never know that you can literally do any fucking thing, because he's convincing you that you're still under control. That you still need control as part of stuff. But if you could choose to only do the good, only be near the good, just choose it. And then that's what you could do. And you could just, you're only anything like only ever leads to the good. Would you choose that? Okay, you're saved. Now, you go home, you don't know what the fuck that means. To me, that you chose that. You don't know what that means. You don't know what's available to you. Like, you could still, you're going to end up living like everyone else lives. And you might go a little bit, you might try to go a little farther, you might try to veer off, but you're not going to go too fucking far out. You got way far out, didn't you, sis? But I was there. So it kept you going out, kept you going out, kept you going out. But if it wasn't for this hair, you would not be where you are, sis. You would not be where you are. You see how far out you are, sis? I have no control over you. He don't have no control over you. There is no control with me. Yeah, learn the gifts, learn all of that. Learn that if you want this and you chose this, you are no longer controlled. If you have my spirit, you are no longer controlled. You cannot be controlled. You cannot be controlled. The devil gotta trick you that you can be controlled. That you even can be controlled, bitch. He gotta trick you into believing that so you can believe it, so you can do the appropriate behaviors. Which is not doing what you're doing. So, I feel like you got that. And you're getting it, and then you can listen to it back. Can we please move forward with the day? Thank you. Okay, cut. What are we doing? Pause. Okay, so I am zooted still, quite a bit. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of going to like a relaxing place. I don't know, maybe I'm not fucking zooted. What the hell? I'm zooted though. It's 5, I'm about to be 6. And this is definitely the finale. So I couldn't really get my jollies, and that was fine. That's all that means is more time for jollies. And so I was in the shower, and then I laid back down, and then I was gonna like use my little toilet spot. I was really distracted because I was just thinking about life and stuff. And at some point, he started giving me kind of more revelation along the same lines of what he was been telling me. Now he's just, I'm still suited, so he's showing me talking to people. He's showing me saying what I'm going to be saying and all of that, or I'm making it up, however it's going. So I was trying to figure out, there's still some revelations that are still wet, you know what I'm saying? I don't quite know how to word them. I'm trying to figure out how they need to be worded. And at some point, like, I think it was even before that. The point is, this came out of nowhere because I was like, I wish I could remember, like, what started me down this path of whatever. Oh, is that really a thing? Well, let me just say that today's definitely the finale. And I'm thinking about all the stuff that I'm going to be saying to people and all that. And Axel he's coming home. Once he comes home, then I will, all right, never mind. Never mind. I will save that for later. Maybe I'll leave it open. But, there was one thing I was going to tell you about. What was the one thing I was going to say? What was the one thing that I was going to actually say? Oh, I remember my head, bro. He's breaking it down to me. I'm like, dude. I want to look into that. I really want to listen to the first one because that Dark Ages thing, like, blew my shit up, bro. The Dark Ages thing blew my shit up, bro. Blew it up. So, okay. Well, I'm gonna pause it here. And I can't remember. Wait, what's happening? Oh my god! Oh no! I did not mean to do that. Fuck. I reopened you. Bitch, it's 10:18 on September the 24th. We're waiting for the rapture, bitch. Oh my god. I hate that it's like ruining a fucking African society that's been undisturbed. Like, I hate that this opened. Now it's going to show that it's updated for no reason out of all the freaking entries. Okay, never mind. I'm just trying to make a video. Whatever.